Hello, this is the price action for yesterday's EURUSD 3-minute chart. We had an overshoot reversal, and it was a pretty strong downtrend last night. So let's take a look at how this formed on the 15-minute chart. So the day before, of course, we've had this breakout of this, pretty strong downtrend, and we have come up and we've spiked, and we've created this other little channel here. And so we've overshot this channel, and that's caused a reversal. A lot of times on that third push, if you get that strong overshoot, it usually fails after within 5 bars, and you get the 2 legs back at a minimum, but usually you get some sort of trading range or a straight up reversal. In this case, we got the reversal, which kind of makes sense because we're wanting to retest the lows of this channel. Usually when you break out of a channel, you're going to come down and retest the lows, so that all makes sense. Very strong trend, a lot of bearish bars closing on their lows. So we'll just take a look at the trades for the night. So yesterday was pretty tough at the start of the night. It's very hard to take a trade into micro channel lines and into this blue channel high. You're always expecting the reversal here, because there's a 75% chance that we're probably going to do some sort of reversal here, and that's what we get. So if you waited a lot, like about an hour, you do end up getting this lower high here. It's just confirmation. So we fail out of this micro channel, and then we get the lower high here. It's a great bar to go short on. We are playing the bigger channel, the blue channel, so we're expecting a much bigger move down for that two-legged minimum correction. So we can go short here. And if you held last night, you would have had a really great trade. You would have been able to hold the whole night down to bar 100. So that would have been a great one. I actually had some issues, technical issues around about this bar, and I couldn't trade, and I couldn't get my platform up and running till about this bar. So I kind of missed out on that entry there. So I was a bit hesitant to jump in, and I just went and ate some food and came back and ended up just jumping in there and getting a couple of trades. So I was good. But if you got that trade and you were lucky enough, that's a really nice trade. Then we spike down, so we draw our channel line in again. We get that tick back that we like. It's below the EMA. It's incredibly bearish. There's a big gap here. So once you have a bar and you get a gap, and it's not going past that gap, and you've had this failure, you really are expecting this just to continue. It's got that sideways, which we like, which is just a continuation pattern, really. So we continue down, we overshoot a little bit here, and it makes us pull back again, and then you can take this trade again. You can see that it's channeling up. So if you jump down to like the 1-minute chart, you can see the failure a little bit easier. If you really want to see, I'll just set that up so you can see this. Oh, where is that one? So if we jumped out to the 1 minute and we were looking at it, we would be looking at it something like this. So you would see the failure there a little bit easier, and you can enter a little bit easier, but I always sort of usually stick to the 3-minute chart unless it's very hard to read, but I could still see that that's probably going to fail there. It's just channeling up. Yeah, pretty easily to see. I'll just switch off that auto fit. Yeah, so take that trade there, and you just basically holding on to it. You can also look up at your 15-minute. So looking up at your 15-minute, it's just so bearish. You know that the first attempt up is probably going to fail. You know you're probably going to get 2 legs down. You know you're probably going to be retesting the lows of this bigger channel. So just holding was a good idea last night rather than scalping. Yeah, we end up overshooting again. So we've had a couple of overshoots. This overshoot is much bigger and causes that bigger 2-legged correction. It's also on that third push. So again, similar to how the third push happened here, we got that bigger move. Again, the third push, big overshoot, we get that bigger pullback. Again, it's doing the same thing. It's creating this channel up. You can see the failure there. It tries to break out and it completely fails. It just goes short there. It's so bearish. And we just continue to hold. There's no real trades. When you start to get into this action here, you just got to wait it out. But you may want to exit here. This is the open of the day if you start to see the rejection. But this moves so strong that the first attempt up fails, second attempt up fails. So going short there, you're expecting this to continue. And that's basically it. It was a pretty easy night had you waited the first hour before you traded. First hour, very hard to take any trades there. We are expecting 75% chance of a reversal here. So yeah, better off to hold and wait for the reversal attempt, or wait for some very strong strength that we're going to continue in an uptrend. That's it. Daily Intraday Review is proudly brought to you by our Visual Trade Journal. It's software for price action traders. It's a visual trade journal, meaning you can drag and drop right on your chart, rate your outcomes, rate your predictions, all on the chart. It's different than anything that's out there. Come and check us out at intradayreview.com.